Hi, and welcome by our demonstration video about meeting room reservation displays, room booking displays. In this video we will let you know how it works to set up the room booking display for the settings, for the LED lights, for the app installation, and how it can work with the Exchange account, Office365, iCall, and how it can work with iChannel presentation software. First, I will demonstrate how to set up the display itself, the Android display. I've connected it with TeamViewer, so now it is in the screen. You can see here TeamViewer. I've installed the host. I will explain you also in this demonstration. First, the setup. We go to the settings. We click on the settings, and there we have to set up the Wi-Fi. So there's the Wi-Fi, and like your mobile phone, you can just connect it to the correct provider and then connect. Then go back to the Wi-Fi. Go back. And then go to date and time. You have to set up the date and time correctly, so the system of iChannel will work correctly, of course, with the timings. So if you are just in Europe, do the settings on +1 Central Europe time and check the times. You can switch first. If it's not correct, you switch off these two buttons and then correct it and then switch back on. So if all ready, then go back, and then we have the tab accounts. It's over here, and this accounts settings, I will come back to you later. It's how to set up the Exchange account for Office 365. But first I will tell you more about the app installations. Please load your apps which we send to you on an SD card and plug it into the Android display, and then go to the Explorer, which you can find here. Click on it. If you're on home, go to the SD card and then find your APK. We have on the SD card here the LED utility app. It's for make it work for the LED bars at the sides, the LED strips for the different colors. Then we have the software for the room booking. Then we have TeamViewer Host and TeamViewer Quick Support. These two, it's recommended to install the TeamViewer. So if the display is hanging somewhere at a client's address, you can easily connect the screen remotely. So you don't have to go to your client, but you just go online and go into the screen. So install these apps and go through the steps, and then it will be installed. But first we will go now to the accounts in the settings menu and click on account. And then you see in the screen the accounts which you have to add. I have already in this demonstration, I already have installed the Exchange account, but normally if you haven't installed anything, there will be nothing, only add account. So if you click add account, then you have to click on Exchange, and then enter your email address, and then enter your your password, and then you come into a field in which you have to type in these. I'm going to show you. You have to type this one in. So you have to go login. User is your email address. Password is your password. Then type in your for server. It must be Outlook Office365.com, and choose for SSL TLS and with allow for all certificates. Then automatically it will turn in one of these portals, and then click on OK. Then you go through some actions which you have to allow, and then you are ready to go. Then you have set up your Exchange account for Office 365. Sometimes it happens that if you are in this field, you enter the email and you enter your password, and then it suddenly stops. The app will stop and it says failed or something like that. This means that there must be an update for Google Play services. It's very important that the update is there. So if it is not updated, you have to follow the next steps. And you go out of the accounts, and then you have to go to the Play Store and log in. So if you first start Play Store, then you have to log in. After you logged in, you go back to Chrome. So you have first go to Play Store, log in, and go back to this screen, and then go to Chrome, and then type in update for Google Play Services, and then go, and then scroll down until you find this Google Play Services. Yeah, click on it and then open it with the Play Store. You have to wait. Because I already have updated the Google Play Services, it now says open or deactivate. But if it is not updated, instead of deactivate, it will be saying update. Click on update, and then it will update automatically. You have to wait until it's finished. And then it says open, you can open it. And then you can go back to the accounts. You go back to the accounts, add an account, and then type in, then you have to type in your email address, your password, the correct server. Like I told you already, you have to type in this. And then click through the steps which you will get and activate everything, and then you are ready for your setup for your account. Then it's important that because you have also set up a Google account, you have to remove the Google account, because you're going to work with an Exchange account, not with your Google account. Sometimes in the Google account you also have activated a Google Calendar, but you don't going to work with a Google Calendar. So how to remove this Google Calendar? Just click this one, and then go into the upper corner here. Yes, and then say remove account. So remove account, remove account. Okay, so now you only see Exchange. Okay, then you go back. And then you go to the calendar. Over here you find the calendar. Click on it, and in here you can see all your meetings which you have put in your iCall or in your Outlook Office 365 calendar. Because you have set up your calendar for the first time, it might have to take some time because it have to sync. And now I already have installed this already 2 days ago, so already everything has been synced. But you have to wait a little time, and then you can see that all the data is in the calendar. You can also go to settings and find your calendar features, and it works with your email address. So the calendar for the room booking will work with this one. So for the first setup, there might be saying here there are no calendars, but then it is doing syncing. You can check it on settings and then go back to accounts, and then you go click on exchange, and then you see last synced. You can click like this, and then you can see that it is syncing, or you can also ask for sync now. So then you see the wheel turning that it is syncing. Okay. Then we go back. Then we have set up the account and we have checked the calendar. And we have also shown about update Google Play services. Then we have to install the apps for room booking. We go back to our SD card. And then we see here Let Utility APK. Alright, so we have to install this one and we have to install this one. Before we do that, we go back, and well, I already installed the LED utility. So if you click on the app APK and you click on it, then it will install this one. Sometimes there will be also this app LED demo. It comes with the screen itself. You have to deactivate it. So you can go to settings and you can go to apps. Apps, yes, apps, and then go to and search for to the L the demo, yes, and then click for disable. Disable. Yes, and then it will be disabled. Okay, so we now installed already the LED utility app, and we have to install the room booking APK as the last one. So we already installed the LED utility, so we don't have to do that. And now if you click on this one, you install the room booking software. I have already installed it, so if you install it, this will be the icon for the room booking. And so if we click on this one, you already see now the interface for the software. Let me first de-install it, so I can show you for the first installation. I will uninstall. Yes, okay. Okay, it's all installed. Then I go to the SD card and click on the software. So I will install it. And after it has been installed, you have to type in your PIN. And the PIN is corresponding with your iChannel account, your CMS account. It's in the user icon. I can show you later. One moment. First, open this one. Open. and then choose for iChannel, not for eDoorSign, but for iChannel. Okay, now you can see you have to type in a PIN. This PIN you can find in your iChannel. So let me go to the iChannel. Here we have iChannel, and you go into your account and then go to users, and then you find your PIN over here. Type in your PIN. Okay. All right. So directly, normally it will show a blue screen because I already installed this one. Now you see the presentation already. You can go out by right click on your mouse and then then you see here the settings menu. Well, there's a lot of to explain over here, but in this demonstration I only have to do some settings to get it work. You have to go to connection and then player name. Give your player name a name corresponding with your room. So let's say you have a room and you give it a room, let's say I will name it Amsterdam. Amsterdam with a capital A. So you have to remember the player name very good. So now it says Amsterdam. Okay, then you have to go to calendar. Check your calendar. Okay, yeah, it works. Go back. Then you have to go to the web browser and go again to your iChannel. And then if you're logged in, you go to your player management and then look up for the screen you have used. You can find the correct screen. If I go back, I go to info. It is corresponding your MAC address. You have to remember your MAC address for at least the last 4 digits. So it's AD3C. So if I go back to iChannel, AD3C, over here you have it. I named it like a different name, but I want to rename it now in Amsterdam. Amsterdam. And then save. Yes. Okay, here you have Amsterdam. And there's now running a template. It says eDoorSign template. You can also play a new template. Then you go to the calendar and look up for the player Amsterdam. Amsterdam, there it is, and then click, and here you see what's playing. I double click and I say I want a different one. Let's say I want let's see, this one, and then save. Okay, so now I have pushed a new presentation to the screen. So if I go back to this one and I go to sync, I click on sync and I click on synchronize. You see now he is downloading the new presentation. Well, there are also some videos in it, so it takes some time to synchronize this presentation because there are MP4 etc. in this presentation. Then I click on the X and I go back and I see the last presentation. So now I see the presentation which was on the screen, and now it's downloading, and when it's after the download it will show the new presentation. Okay, now the most important thing is how to connect it with the room booking with your calendar. Here is iChannel, and I want to add here a new event, a new activity, and you can type in the activity, let's say meeting Red Bull, and then it's very important that you type in the location. Here we have the location, must be the name of your screen, and we renamed it as Amsterdam. So you see meeting Red Bull Amsterdam, and we'll start at 16:45. So if we go back to the screen, it will come automatically, but in this presentation I will first now do a refresh by clicking the right mouse and then go to sync. It's still syncing about the new presentation, and I go to calendar and let me check the Friday. It has not synced yet, but if I go to the accounts, new account, sync, yes, last sync is some time ago. Sync now. Okay, go back to the calendar. It has not synced yet. Okay, we are in the Exchange, and for the syncing, because of if you are installing your calendar for the first time, it has to get in all your data from your calendar, so it has to take some time to sync. Please switch off your contacts and your mail, because this is not needed for this feature for the room booking. So it must take some time to get all of data in. Then you go back, and after all is synchronized, then you go back to the player, and then everything is downloaded. You can see the room booking display. So if we go out of this room booking display, you go back, you look into the calendar, and you see also in the calendar the meeting which I typed in iCall in Red Bull. So it is also synchronized now in the presentation. So if I go back and I go to back again, then your interface will show the presentation of the room booking. And at the moment there's a slide now running for information about one meeting. So we have to wait a little after this video is ready. There are some amazing kite tricks on the video for Red Bull. Okay. Okay, now it is in the normal room booking. You can see here the current meeting, Red Bull. So if I go now back to iCall and I add an extra meeting and I type in, let's say, SO meeting. Again, I have to type in the correct meeting room. That's Amsterdam meeting room. But you can type here not Amsterdam, but maybe you type in as room 1 or room Monaco or something. But you have to be aware that it must be in here. The name of in the player must be corresponding with the calendar. So here I have Amsterdam, so I always have to use Amsterdam for this screen. Of course I can change it, but then you also have to change it in the Outlook Office 365 iCall calendar. So I go back. So I've added in here this meeting, and in the screen, after the calendar will be synced, this can vary from, let's say, 1 to 5 minutes, and then automatically it will be under this meeting. You can see the next meeting. Now you can also see at the sides it's red. So if the meeting is running, so currently it's running because it's now 5:45 and it starts at 4:45. So now there's a meeting, so it's red. So if there's no meeting at all, then it will be green. And if the 15 minutes before meeting, it will turn into yellow. The size of the screen, for if you use an LED bar at the sides with real light strips, then you can also do the indication with the lights. So now the light at the side will also be red, and if it is not occupied, it will be green. So, and if it will be almost occupied, it will be light red. So in the screen, you see the layout. You can change the layout in the iChannel. So if I go back to the iChannel, here I have iChannel, and I go to the presentation. I go to presentation, and I have here presentation Amsterdam. So here you can see all the areas which we have implemented. Here we have 2 slides. One slide is the first slide, and we have a next slide. So if you are in the first slide, and you see here the calendar features, which can be explained in another video, how to set it up. And you can also make a touchscreen button, so you can go to a next page in which you can see more information for an upcoming meeting, like I showed you in the display already for Red Bull. So if you're just waiting outside the room, and then you can click on the button, let's say for this one for Red Bull, and then you go automatically to the next slide, where you can find maybe a video about it, text about the meeting, the discussion points. You can type it in here. So this can be done in iChannel. So if we go back to the screen, now you can see the upcoming meeting is SO meeting at 800 to 1900. If I go back to iCall, and let's say I remove Red Bull, let's delete it. So now it's deleted. So now we have to wait again until the calendar will be synchronized, and that will take about 1 or up to 5 minutes, and then the meeting will be deleted, and then only SO meeting will be there. And because it is 1800, it's more than 1 hour, then it will be green at the sides. Here again, if you click, you go to this screen, which gives information about the Red Bull meeting. So you can schedule your presentation, so you can do it whenever you want to set up a new interface for room booking displays. Okay, well, this video takes about 1.5 minutes. So that's it. And if you have any questions, you can let us know. Okay, thank you for watching.